Hey guys, as you know, I'm turning into a big Ten-Tec fan of the old Ten-Tec radios, and new life and new things happening for Ten-Tec. I'm with Mike Dishop. He is the owner of Ten-Tec, and Mike, thanks for doing this with me.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Tell us what's going on with Ten-Tec.
Well, let me tell you about Ten-Tec. So we've relocated into Dayton in our new factory, 12,000 square foot building, up and running, pick and place 3 assembly lines, and we're busy every day. We have a new radio coming out this fall, the Omni 8. This will be the first announcement you hear of it, but don't ask me for any details because I'm not giving anything away. I'm sealing up my lips and saying nothing more. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. It's got a 7-inch display. That's enough.
That's good.
So welcome to the Ten-Tec booth. One of the things, it's one of our newer products here. I'd like to show you over here something we call the tune antenna. And the tune antenna is basically a motorized inverted V. It's fully resonant anywhere you want from 160 to 6 meters. And let me just demonstrate for you how simple it operates. I'll come over here to the control box and I will deploy the antenna out a little ways. And so now we're down around 15 meters or so. And let's just suppose that we want to change bands. If we take a look here, we're going to see on our vector network analyzer, we're not resonant. We should be in the middle. But if I flick this switch and begin, wrong way there, and begin coming in, there we are, 50 ohms exactly. And this is one of our new products, prototypes. This is a world's only vector network analyzer that operates at the legal limit plus. So you can resolve your impedance into R plus JX on the Smith chart at legal limit at 1500 watts. So you can actually see what your antenna is doing under load. And this is a far cry difference than a little antenna analyzer that has a milliwatt or two, because you don't know if your traps are breaking down or if you've got arcing on anything. You have no idea what it's doing at power. But we have that technology in our watt meter prototype, which we're demonstrating here. And it actually has some other screens. You can see here's the so we're putting about a comfortable 20 watts here.
Awesome.
So I'll put that back to the you can see our SWR, our forward watts, our reflected power is basically nothing. Our SWR is 1.219. Excuse me, gentlemen. Excuse me. So, if I can introduce you then to our next product. Thank you. Our next product, that same technology is in our automatic antenna tuner. And you can see the detector bridge for the VNA is here. The actual 3-channel SDR receiver, which resolves the VNA information, is here, and then it's done in a processor here. And we take that same concept a step farther with the tuner, in that we measure what your antenna impedance is at power, and then we numerically resolve what value of capacitance and inductance you need to have. It passes the information into the tuner that servos to those component values you need, and then you're resonant in your tune. And this unit can be installed at the antenna base. It's fully remotable. It has embedded web server. It's everything you can need to manage the station. It has four very high power antenna switches for switching 4 antennas. We make this whole mechanism ourselves because you can't buy the switches we need to change power at a 20-to-1 factor. This tuner is designed to tune a 20-to-1 impedance at 4,000 watts. So there is nothing in the ham radio world that you will ever need, that you will ever run out of this tuner. It's the last tuner you'll ever buy or ever need. We've had a long road on this tuner for several years, and in fact it was started by the previous owners of Alpha, and we finally finished it. So the tuner sells for $64.95 on the pre-order price, and we will be shipping them this fall. You can sign up on the website. And after that brings us over to our flagship Alpha 9500 amplifier, which is a 1500 watt brick on the key, single 3CX 1500 tube in it, all automatic. Stepper motors drive the capacitors and the coil and the band switch, just as we use stepper motors to drive over here. The closed system. Here you can see some of the internals of it. And in the background there, you can actually see the front panel of the unit cycling through. We have it. Obviously, we don't have the thing in the front running because you could get, shocked or whatever. So we don't have anything, acute. And then from that, we move over to my personal favorite in the Alpha lineup, the 8410. The 8410 operates using two 4CX 1500 tubes, and it has a 3200 VA power supply in it, which basically means you will run out of power supply before you run out of tube. So it's a very robust design. It's almost impossible to damage, and before you run out of power supply, we have the unit shutting off at about 2200 watts of safety trip, and the unit trips out. So it's just about impossible to damage it. They do occasionally come back with some issues. I mean, any high power thing will, but as far as reliability goes, I think we have the highest reliability amplifiers in the business. And that pretty much concludes what we have sitting out on the table here. We have some other products like the Alpha Dummy Load that you can see on the website. We have popcorn items like microphones and I think we have 3 or 4 different microphones and a few accessories on the Ten-Tec site. But as I said, the big news is the announcement of the Omni 8 for the fall. And I don't want to give any details on that because I'm just keeping totally excited about that. But people have asked about the price. I can tell you it is in the tubes. So it's actually affordable, it's extremely high performance, and it's available because we'll be manufacturing the living daylights out of them right here in Dayton.
Good stuff. Mike, thanks so much. Like I said, I've become recently a fan of the older Ten-Tec stuff, and it's really nice that you're keeping.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm a Ten-Tec fan too. I'm like the world's biggest Ten-Tec fan. That's why I bought the company.
Good for you.
We hope to keep Ten-Tec going for many more years. I wish we could do more, but there's only so much any individual can do, and only so many hours in the day. I wish we could do more, but finances and coming out of COVID and parts limitations and things have really hampered the style. Discretionary income and the customers have gone down. Everything. It's a whole new world, but we're doing the best we can, and we will continue to do so. And hopefully, I won't be the last man standing. If I am the last man standing, that's fine. I just don't want to be standing by myself.
There you go. So, Mike, thanks so much. It's so good to catch up here with you at Dayton Hamvention 24.
Have a great show.
Ten-Tec is still alive, baby.